in the game. Yeah, you all are legends in the game, so I like to hear you all story. It's not a problem if I go over the time. Like this is juice. This is what I want on the podcast. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
yeah, and you have hella
No, no,
grounds.
no. I could talk forever. That's my only problem is I do talk forever.
it's, it's all good.
You can't shut me up half the time.
No, it's all
At
good.
least
I
that's what.
love it.
At least that's what my family tells me. You
You
know,
know,
it's like, oh, come on.
but that's the problem
It's
when we
like we
start
need
to
to go.
we don't get a chance to nerd out as much as we want to with our peers. Like we just don't. Like we go to work every day, and a lot of those people don't even understand when we talk about when we say Funko Pops. They think we're weird. But so when we get together and we're able to talk, that's a blessing to me. I love it. I love it.
Yeah, same. I'm blessed that I actually have Funko Pop coworkers, so
Oh,
they get me.
oh, oh, you just have a great job, don't you? Man, every
Yeah,
t-
I have a pretty good job.
every time I talk about pops with the people that I'm around, they're just like, I don't know what that is. Oh yeah, I've seen those at Target after I've explained it to them. You know what I mean? Oh yeah, I've seen the. Oh yeah, I'm just like you all are, just don't even know what it is, and I'm over here obsessing over it. It's just the weirdest feeling. And also, oh yeah, I think I see those Star Wars art series behind you. Were those not the first art series pops? Period.
Which ones? Where? Hold
The
on.
Star Wars art series. Those were
You
called the
talking about
Star Wars.
these?
Yes.
Yes, those are the originals.
Yeah, no, I
Those
have I
are
have
the originals.
I have every single one except R2D2 and I think CP3. I mean CPO, excuse me. CP3O. I think so. But I need them. I love looking at your collection.
All
I
right,
love
all
looking
right.
at it.
I died again.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's all
This is
good.
not even like a quarter. This isn't even a quarter of my collection. It's not
Listen,
even an eighth of my collection.
this is my problem right now. And then if I turn my computer around, it's all over the place.
Yeah. Well,
It's
I'm not even in my pop room. I'm
me
not
me
even in my. I have a pop room.
and
It used to be the dining room, and now it's a pop room. But it's very messy in there because I'm
man,
busy working and this and that. So, but
I I call this collection part two because the first one I collected is in Georgia, filled in the whole room is filled. So it's an obsession. It's definitely an obsession.
yeah, my problem is I have too many obsessions, and the other one uh is lightsabers.
I don't know what
So
those are.
I also collect
Oh, the
lightsabers.
actual lifesavers. Oh,
Yeah. These are all the Disney lightsabers. This is Obi-Wan's.
dang.
You'll love this one. This one's like one of the coolest. I wish it actually said "badass motherfucker" on it, but it doesn't. It's Space Windows.
That's hard. Dang,
Yeah,
that's beautiful
it's
too.
gold. I don't know if you can tell that,
I
but
can
that's
see it. No,
like
I can see that.
gold.
I can see that. It's beautiful, silver
And
and gold.
I have the dark saber. I have the dark saber.
I didn't even know they
I can
made a
get it
replica.
open. Yeah, here you go. Here's the dark saber.
That's crazy. I
That,
bet
that these are all full metal.
those things
Um,
expensive.
yeah, they're. I think the dark saber was like 250. I think
Dang.
because it comes with the blade, of course. You
Hmm.
know, some of the ones, like the Obi one, it comes in just this case,
Yeah,
and then you don't get the blade, but the blades are behind me in
that's
a corner.
beautiful.
So
Man, those are gorgeous.
yeah, yeah. And then well, you might appreciate this. So I I got to meet Ashley Eckstein, the voice of Ahsoka, and
Oh,
got her to sign
the Mickey
the.
Mouse is.
Oh, hold on. Yeah, I got to sign the case.
That's hard.
Which she rarely doesn't sign separately like this. She only signs like because she does one big A and then Ahsoka and Ashley,
Right,
and
right.
she was hesitant to do it because she doesn't do that.
That's
And so I
amazing.
was really excited when she said she would do it.
Yeah, your collection is crazy. It's gonna be whoever acquires that after you is gonna have to. That's gonna be a lot.
Oh no! If I know I'm gonna like go, I'm gonna just be like sell it all. I want to go to like I want to travel the world.
You know what? That's to be honest with you, I want to build an actual museum one day, and I do want to build a mausoleum with all my pops. Like my grave, I would be literally in the ground, under the ground, and you can just walk all over my grave and just see the beautiful collection. Like if it exists that long, and if I get that dream one day, but nonetheless, this is I love it. And like you say, you have a lot of obsessions, and that's exactly why I collect pops is because there's so many licenses that I obsess over, and you get them all in one place with one product. So it's kind of crazy and kind of scary at the same
Yeah,
time.
it
Yeah.
is. It is kind of scary because, man, I every time I feel like, okay, especially with like the NFT drops,
Yeah.
man, I've bought so many of the NFTs. Like the obviously, I got all the Transformers. I've got all the Star Trek. I got
Okay.
all of. I mean, there was only three, but it was I think it was three of Silent Bob. I got
Oh yeah, Jay and Silent Bob.
most
Yeah.
of the Avatar ones. Yeah, Jay and
Dang.
Silent Bob. I got some of the Avatar ones, but after that, I just kind of started trickling off because, man, they just push him out so quick.
Yeah, they
It's like
do.
every 2 weeks I feel like there's a drop. But I'll tell you, man, the last several, I've been really stoked because I don't want any of that crap.
Oh, you talking about the WonderCon?
No, I'm talking about NFT drops.
Oh,
The
oh,
NFT drops.
House of Dragon and Game of
They're
Thrones. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah. They. I mean, and then they were doing the other one. Like
I
what was
like the
it?
Nickelodeon one though. I'm
More
sorry, I love that one.
Nickelodeon.
I love that one because I love
What?
Rocco's Modern Life. I love Rocco's Modern Life, and they got
I know. I have the chases. I
uh-huh.
have all the Rocco's chases, the Raptor, and that kind of thing. But I wasn't enough for me to go spend because I'll be honest. When I was doing a few of the drops, I mean, I spent hundreds of dollars and
Oh, I can imagine. See,
got nothing.
and that's why I have never participated in not one NFT, and I just refuse to. Because my opinion is, I'm not the biggest fan on everything being digital, right? If it's already physical, then I want to exist in the physical world. As soon as I start participating in digital things and AI and all that, I feel like I'm giving power to machine over man, and I just don't agree with that. So I understand like the NFT thing, and that's why I'd rather get them after they come out. But I don't like participating in actually buying the digital packs because I don't know if the electricity went out, we wouldn't have anything. We would not have any
Yeah,
NFT. We wouldn't have computers. We wouldn't have anything. And people put so much reliability on internet and electricity, but we wouldn't have anything because we're so reliant to it if it went out. So
yeah.
that I don't know.
Oh
Maybe
no, our lives revolve around the internet and electricity. Just think about it when a city loses power because of a snowstorm. I mean, it goes haywire. People start looting all of a sudden, and this and that,
exactly.
and it is crazy. But the NFT, NFT thing. At first, I was, I didn't participate until when Star Trek. After it was right as Star Trek because I didn't buy any packs for Star Trek. I bought all those secondhand. But what ended up happening is I was looking at the secondary market, which is Atomic Hub,
Mm,
and I was looking at it, and I was looking at all the Star Trek ones, and I was looking at like, man, these are like, I think they're like 1550 pieces or something like that, all the legendary versions,
mm-hmm.
and I was like, I can buy a Kurt for $50. That's blacklight,
That's crazy.
and then I'm just like, and that's going to be a redeemable, and I was like, I'll buy that all day long for $50.
And that's the part that
But
I
I
keep
know it's going to be over $100 when it actually releases physically.
and
And
that's the
so
part I
that's when
keep
I started. Well, go ahead.
no, I was just saying that's the part I keep missing out on, but you continue. I'm sorry.
No. So like I've come to the point where I'm not buying packs. I'm strictly just buying secondary market,
Oh, maybe I need to
like the
try that.
redeemables.
Maybe I
So
need to
so
try that.
like so yeah, like so when you were talking about like the Nickelodeon, you're a Rocco fan. I would just buy secondary. You just
Yeah.
get the card, you get the drop account, you leave it in there. When redemption comes up, it comes up. It ships for free, so you're not paying anything out of pocket, to get it redeemed. So whatever you're paying is what you're paying secondary market, or or if you do pull one from a pack. But that's when I realized I got in. I wouldn't say early, but like like right after that initial few drops, where I bought the Spock, which was a Grail,
Mm-hmm.
for $140. I bought it for $140 as a Grail.
Damn. See,
And I was talking to a friend of mine, and we were just going back and forth about it. Like, man, do I really want to spend $140? Because at that point, I don't think any NFTs physically had gotten into anybody's hands, and if
mm,
it was the Turtles, I believe. So people still were a little hesitant about it, and but once they got those things
the
in
turtles.
hand, that's when the NFT Funko thing just went through the
It
roof.
went crazy. Yeah.
It went crazy, and so but yeah, like and yeah, I mean, I bought a like I said, a Star Trek Grail blacklight for $140. I mean, that's now I think about it. Back then, I'm like, I was stupid for even second guessing that. You know
It's
what I
funny.
mean?
Yeah.
I was
Yeah.
stupid for even second guessing that.
And it's
You
funny
know,
that you,
because like, but like, because you really think about it right now, it's like, would you do that now? Hell yeah, I would do that. You know, for
I
something you wanted.
I think it's funny that you even bring up the Ninja Turtle TMNT NFT pops because obviously that was like the biggest thing that was at that Buckeye sale. And I thought that was the funniest thing ever. That they had all those
Uh,
people redeem it, and then everybody was so up in hands about oh, they should have destroyed the extra stock, and it was $15 at the Buckeye sale. Like, how did you feel about that when you first saw that news?
I didn't care.
I didn't
Honestly,
care either.
I
I
know
didn't care either.
they can say whatever they want. I'm sure they don't go out and throw them in a dumpster somewhere. I know there's like they'll just show up one day, and then and that's exactly what happened. You
Mm-hmm.
know, because I know Funko. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
look at the news yesterday.
They're dumping it.
Was it yesterday or the day before? Dumping $30 million
Dollars worth
worth
of
of
stuff. Yeah.
Funko items. But you saw in that video that was circulating the other day, those were Funko verses.
Yeah,
Those weren't
nobody
Funko Pops.
no,
Those were Funko verses.
nobody buys Funkoverse too much
I,
at all.
I literally I think I only bought I found I think the Alice in Wonderland chase
I was just about to say
because
I
it
still
had the
find chases
glitter.
at the
Uh,
stores.
so I bought that one. I bought the Rick and Morty because that was one of my collections or is one of my collections is Rick and Morty. I
Hmm.
own every exclusive that they've ever made.
That's awesome.
I don't buy the commons on that line, only exclusives. But so yeah, I bought a couple. Oh, and I got the Jaws because well, Jaws has got blood on it,
Yeah, yeah,
and
that's
that was
pretty cool.
like but outside of that, I left. I've walked past those chases, you know, other ones. I can't remember. I think it was a Jurassic Park one. I can't remember. But yeah, there was that one, and I was just like, nah, I'm good.
Yeah, exactly.
But
That's
yeah,
exactly how I feel.
so all those things that were Funko, there was a Funkoverse, and I'm like, yeah, those were trash. The game, from what I understand from a friend of mine, said it was like really hard to do. It was not
I heard that the
easy.
directions were really crazy. Like it didn't make sense. That's
Yeah,
what I heard too. But
yeah.
nobody
And
buys it.
so the only thing that was collectible about it, it was the fact that you liked the figures that were in it.
Exactly.
You know, maybe you're a completist and you have to have that thing to keep your collection 100%.
And
I
one
don't
thing I
believe that.
yeah, one thing I stayed away from was the Funko cereal because obviously why would I collect that? You know?
I unfortunately, when I was first collecting, was when like the Flock Tony, the Lucky the Leprechaun, the Toucan Sam, all those were hitting the Funko shop, and it was crashing the Funko shop. People complain about the Funko shop right now.
Oh no, back then
Man,
it was horrible.
5 years ago,
It was
you couldn't
horrible.
even look in the website. It was just you looked at the website and it was boom dead.
It was
I
just
mean, there was a time when it was the Toucan Sam. I refreshed that website for what probably like 15 to 20 minutes because there was no wait, there was no queue or
yeah.
anything. It was
It
you
just
just
kept
had to
shutting
get
down.
lucky to get in, and then
Exactly.
oh wow, the page is loading, and then you go to the next page, and then it crashes, and then you're trying to there was no none of those links where you could use the checkout and go right through.
And
And if
that's
you
a
did, there was still bots. I mean, bots were even worse back then than they are now.
and
But
that's what irritates me too about that Toucan Sam. Like, I assume you're talking about the one that was metallic, and for that it was for a organization. I think it was for like a save. Yeah, that one. Oh man, that
I got
my
this out of a
whole
mystery box.
listen. My
I got this out
oh,
of a
come
mystery box.
on. So I was
Yeah,
at work. I
it
was
was for hold on, I gotta it was for gosh, what does it say? I'm blind. I am.
I hate seeing that one.
Something scholarship. I don't know. I
That
can't
one,
read.
that
It's
one in the
also a
man.
little dark over here.
Yeah, that one in the Mandalorian. Those
Maybe
two.
you can see it if I put it up there. I don't know.
No, I can't see. It's kind of blurry.
I can't see it. I'm blind. I have glasses, but I can't see up close. So I don't know. It says something with a B. I don't know. Somebody will probably correct you in the comments and be like, "Oh my God, you're an idiot."
No, no,
But
no, no. Sorry.
no, I ended up getting this out of a mystery box, and I was just so excited because I did miss out on the initial toucan, and I was really bummed. But
No,
you know how that is.
I accidentally found out about that one morning because you know how they it back then. I think that was like 2000 when they released that was like 18, 19, right?
Let me look on the bottom. 19.
19. Okay. I was at work and that was a flash drop. They announced it, but it was also kind of like a flash drop because they didn't. I don't remember them saying that it drops at 9:30. Let me put it like that. I don't remember them saying that, but they probably did. I literally looked at that website. I was like, man, I'll get that when I get off work. I left work that day and was mad as hell because I had missed that drop. And then when I found out that they just jumped up to $400, $500 within the last 2 years, I have missed out on so many girls. That's why now every con that comes out, I'm like I feel like I'm like a future grill maker because you all are like the OGs. You all have been collecting since 15. Welsh Funko, he's been collecting since 13, 14. So he has all the grails like the big 10-inch Disney figures. Like he has grails on grails. And I feel like what I have now are the new grails or the future grails. And it's really cool to see that you have like, do you have that Obi-Wan Kenobi? Is it Obi-Wan who is the blue spirit?
Glow.
Celebrate? Yeah.
Yeah,
That's a bad one.
I
That's a bad one.
I had several opportunities to get it, and every time it came up, it was. I mean, I went in for the lottery. I think I used like 8 emails to try to get that thing to get to be able to buy it. I
Yeah.
used my kids' emails. I
Yeah.
used, I have several different emails just in general. I use my work email. I work. I have my cat. I was using my cat's email.
That is too funny. That is too everybody's
And
email.
I got zero. I got zero chances. I mean, none of my friends got in either. So, but then they dropped it. Was it last year at Celebrations? They had them on the preview night, and I had a friend that was there at the preview night. But all these people were just gathering them up and grabbing them, and he wasn't able to get it. I was so bummed. But maybe one of these days I'll get it. The closest I've got is to that is I have the Emperor up there with the Toy Wars sticker, and I have Qui Gon Jinn.
Oh,
And
Qui-Gon Jinn. Okay. Dang, that's a
yeah,
big
Qui
one.
Gon Jinn was I have the shared version, but it was a Target shared, and the funny story is that I had searched high and low to get that, and I would go to Targets and I would use brick. No, was it Brick Seek or something like that?
Hmm.
And and I was trying to find all the Targets that had it, and I never did find it. I ended up, luckily enough, what I thought was expensive back then was like I think I paid $50.
Okay,
I
that
ended up
makes
paying
sense.
$50 for it. I don't know what it is now, honestly, but it's definitely one of those ones where I was like, it's like, man, I've got to have this, and it became like a me grail because
Hmm.
everyone has a me grail.
Oh yeah.
It
Oh
might
yeah.
not be, and that's people ask me all the time, like, what do you consider a grail? Well, what is your favorite thing? I mean, it might not be the most expensive pop in your collection. It just might be what you love the most, or there's some kind of sentimental value behind it because maybe your friend
You're making
gave it
me
to you, and
you're making me think about my me grill. Well,
yeah, that's a new I'm gonna copyright that word, me grail.
yeah, absolutely copyright that
Hashtag me grail.
and put out merchandise with it. Absolutely. Bearded Pop Hunter meat.
Yeah,
What's your
yeah.
meat grill? What's your meat grill?
my, my honestly, like if you, yeah, like it would be Qui-Gon because there's story behind that. Trying to find that and this and that, and it's up on my wall right where I like right above where my TV is and everything. Um, there's of course there's other ones like I've never watched an episode of Dragon Ball Z, but I have the metallic whisk. I have the
Oh,
metallic whisk.
that's amazing. That's too funny.
But I because Dragon Ball Z, you were talking about anime,
I
right?
love anime.
So when I first started collecting and started really getting into collecting
Hmm.
Funko Pops, Dragon Ball Z was where it was at. They were putting them out and
A
this and
million of
that.
them.
And I remember when everyone was like, "Oh my god, Metallic Whisk! Oh my god, it's gonna be so." And Funimation's website just kept on crashing and crashing, crashing, and I think I spent like 2 hours trying to get this thing
That is too funny.
refreshing, and I had all these browsers up, and like I said, and you call me whatever, I bought it for value. I was like, I knew it was going to be valuable. You know, the controversy around the whole website thing was happening at the moment. People were flipping out. It's Dragon Ball Z. I don't even know if the guy's a good guy or bad guy, honestly.
Wiz is a
But
good guy. He's a good guy. He's a god. He's kind of like a god.
oh, is
He's
he
a
God? Okay,
Yeah, yeah, he's a
I'm
god.
sure my friends that are Dragon Ball Z fans. Two of my best friends are Dragon Ball Z fans, and they
Hmm.
give me crap all the time when I'm
You
like,
ain't
"Oh
gonna give
yeah,
it to
well,
me.
I have it." I mean, but yeah, I spent like over 2 hours trying to get that stupid thing, and I swear to God, when I hit add to cart, it went in, I bought it, I went back to the website. Less than a minute later, they
Gone,
shut down the website. I was
gone.
one of the last people to buy it online.
Wouldn't it be funny if
Um,
you found out you were the actual last person that bought the last one? What a
I,
certificate.
I, I can only imagine. I can't imagine anybody else being right behind me because uh like I said, I instantly went back to the website and the website was down.
Gone,
Like down,
gone.
and they literally had a thing saying, we are down for service or whatever, and it didn't come back up for like hours, and it was already sold out at that point.
They flooded.
So I don't know, but I've had other I have other stories behind Funko Pops, but I could go on, and we could spend another hour doing that.
No, it's funny because I was already
There's
thinking.
always
No, I was about to say I'm breaking this episode into two parts. You gave me two episodes. Thank you. Thank you.
oh no, it's good, man. I'm happy to do it, man.
Thank you.
Um, but like there's just other just like the Breaking Bad collection. I put it up in my group that I was looking for Breaking Bad pops, and then the guy messaged me and told me, and then this and that, and he was just like, "Well, how big of a Breaking Bad fan are you?" I was like, "I've already watched this, the season twice. I've watched the whole series twice. It's like one of my favorite things. I want to buy them all." And he was just like, "Well, I have them all," and I was like, "Oh, really?" And I was like, "Yeah, but how much?" I think the total at the time PPG was like right around $600 or $700,
Yeesh.
and he was already selling. He was already going to be selling a big chunk of his collection, and he was like, "Well, I know I won't get more than 50%, of its value. Uh, so I'll sell it to you for what I would sell it to a reseller."
Oh,
And I
okay.
was just like, "What?" And I was like, "Dude, really?" And so I sold like, I think at the time, I think I sold like a couple hundred pops. Like I think it was like 150 pops to a guy that's a reseller, and it was just enough money.
To get
I
that
didn't even care.
collection,
I told the guy, I was like, I just need 350 bucks.
right?
Can you get me 350 bucks? And he was just like, I'll get you 300. And I was like, come on, man. Come on, man. 350 bucks. And he was like, all right, cool.
Come
I'll
on,
do
man.
350, but you gotta hook me up next time. I was like, all
Right.
right, cool. So he got me 300 bucks. I left. I left that guy, went straight to this guy's house, handed him the 350, and I was like, you got my shit. Also, I mean, yeah, because
That's
and
too funny.
he ended he ended up having two of the Jessies in the crystal ship,
Oh,
and I still have both of them.
you know
My
what?
problem is
I
I have a
forgot about the
hard time
pop
getting.
rides. I forgot about the pop rides.
Yeah, there's one pop ride with it's Jesse and the crystal ship.
Okay,
And
if you
recently I just got the last piece in my A team, which is BA Baracus and the
and the van, right?
yeah, in the van.
Same. I got that last year and it completed the collection because I had to have 18. I have two Hannibals and one of the rest of everybody else, and I have that van because I think when I was first attempting to get it, it was like 45. Then for some reason that next week it jumped up to like 95. And I
Oh
thought
wow.
I'm never gonna get it. I'm never gonna get it. But I ended up getting it for like 85 on eBay. So it worked out. I love that pop too. I absolutely love it. That one and the Ice Cube
I
and Eddie
remember when I was
Guerrero.
I got those four. I got the four like somewhere, and they were all in really good condition.
Mm-hmm.
And then I think they were all like $5 at the time, you know, because they were
Hey.
cheap. But every time I found the van, it looked like somebody was using it as a football.
Oh
That
wow.
was the problem with the pop rides. There were always something wrong with them. They were
Because
all
they're bad
beat up.
boxes. They're bad boxes.
They were just bad boxes, you know. And luckily, the one I just recently got, which was right before Christmas, is a local comic book store, and he like put a bunch of old stock out, and there was some good stuff in there, and that was one of the things. And I of course I got some other stuff, but yeah, I was like, oh, I was like, oh my god, it's here and it's in good condition. I was so excited. You know, but I haven't put it with the other 18s yet. Just right trying to redo, like I told you, I was like trying to redo my pop room and stuff. So, but yeah, like I said, there's tons of stories. Yeah, like I said, that's the good thing. That's always the fun thing about. I look around, I look at all the pops that I have, and I'm like, oh, I remember when I got that. Oh, I remember when I got that. Man, I pulled that from a mystery box. I can't
Yeah.
believe I pulled it.
Just
Or
good
hey,
memories.
I got that. I was like, I got that for 40. Oh, like so, like I have a lot of my grails right here.
Oh, okay. Show them.
So I did a waffle. I never done a waffle. Have you ever done waffles?
What is a waffle? Because I've done a raffle and I've done bingo, but I've never done what's a
It,
waffle?
a waffle is where they take you have say a normal run of the mill waffle would be there's 10 spots,
Okay.
and say the I'll make it easy. So say the pop is worth $100.
Okay.
Each spot is $10,
Oh, okay, so
and then
the raffles, and then you buy up multiple spots if you want to,
yeah, you can buy all 10 spots and buy it for $100,
and then
or
you
you can
pick.
buy half of them and waste $50 because the one guy that just bought one spot wins it, which I have
Right
seen
out
multiple
of.
times.
So yeah, I have a friend who does, but he calls them raffles. He doesn't even call them waffles. He calls them raffles, and he'll literally just be like, "There's 10 spots," and he'll do like 10, 1, 1. So he'll be like, you pay $10, choose one, and something else. But anyway, you
Oh,
buy.
there's a whole bunch of different games and waffles. I
Mm,
don't mess with those. I just like to do with the strict, you know, straightforward, you know, because a lot of them will be like hit or miss, where you know you win, but you don't win one. You get some from crappy section. I don't know, but
yeah.
so I randomly I got invited to a waffle group, and I saw I saw this particular pop I'm about to show you, and I was just like, oh man, I'd love to have that pop. I think each spot was like $20 for the main, because what it
Okay.
is they have a main, which is the 10 spots normally, and then if it's slow, if the spots are not getting filled up quickly, which is usually the case, they'll take one spot and break it up into like 10 spots,
Okay.
and then and that's a mini, which you would be like if it was like $10, it would be $1 per spot.
Okay.
So you would pay $1 and you have a chance to win a main spot for $1 instead of ten
Okay.
bucks.
Okay.
So and of course it goes down even further if the spots don't get filled and this and that. I'm not going to bore you with all that information
It's all
because
good.
it is very boring, but you get the point. And so I think I bought like some of the minis or something like that, and ended up getting a main spot.
Okay.
And 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 to win your first waffle was kind of crazy, and this was the pop. It's the bloody
Rorschach.
it's the
Oh my
bloody
god.
Rorschach. I when I was like shopping and I got a message from the guy and he was just like, "Congratulations!" I was like, "Congratulations for what?" I totally forgot about the waffle, and so
Damn.
I
Damn.
think I spent like $40 on that pop. For
God.
for the waffles. I've had other waffles, not a whole lot, but I got the glow in the dark Freddy Krueger. I think I paid like $10 on that one, just
Yeah,
randomly.
you see, you've been blessed. You have been very blessed with
Well,
your collecting.
but I've also lost a lot. Like for instance, there was mystery boxes I've lost on a lot.
Oh yeah, I bet you have.
Um,
Miss those. I still haven't tried those out to be honest with you.
there's some I just man, you can get burnt. For instance, there was a company, I think it was Circle City Collectibles.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, fuck those guys. Excuse my language. Not
No, it's all right. You froze for a minute.
yeah, I know I
It's all
did.
good. It's all good.
It's I think it's my computer. It's an older computer. But no. So yeah. I don't know what you heard last, but yeah.
You
It
said
was Circle City.
Circle City Collectibles. You
I
said
think it was
they
Circle City Collectibles. They did this mystery box, and they showed everything that was going to be in it. Like all they took pictures of the pops sitting out, and it was just like grail after grail after grail, or semi grails and small grails, and it's just. I looked at it and I was like, oh man, I'm gonna hit something good. I'm almost guaranteed to hit something good. So I bought like I think 8 boxes. I think they
mm-hmm.
were $20 each or something like that. I got all the pops had were commons of chases. None of the pops,
That would have made me so
none
mad.
of the pops that I got in my boxes were in any of those photos. And I wasn't the only one. So I went into one of the groups and I said something, and people were like, "I got screwed too. I got the same crap that you did, this and that." And then they got blasted all across the phone. And you burn your people. And then the really crappy thing is that company deleted all those photos of all the
Well,
pops that they said were
of
going to be in it.
course they did, but that was like a. I don't want to
It
give them
was
credit, but
a bait and switch. It was a
I
bait
didn't
and
even.
switch.
Yeah, I can't even sit there and say that. Like, I don't approve of that obviously at all, but that is a very funny way to like fool people. Like, all right, this raffle exists. You have a chance to get these, and we have all these comments we're gonna send you.
Yeah, like
That's
we
so
sold all the.
trash.
It's like
Oh my gosh.
we have 300
Oh.
of the wasp common, because we sold all the chase common. I mean chases, and now we're stuck with all these stupid wasps, and we can't sell them. Well, let's
That's
just do
horrible.
a mystery box and throw them all in there.
That's
You know?
hilarious. That is
I mean,
hilarious.
we all know, like $7 a pop is, great company.
Mm-hmm.
They're very upfront about their, how things work and this and that, and that's a blessing. So you know what you're going to get into. Like I bought 2 mystery grail boxes the other day because they had the Qui-Gon 3000 piece as the mega grail, and I was like,
Oh.
if I'm ever going to try for something, I'm going to try for that. So I tried for it. Of course, I took an L, but I knew what I was getting myself into. That's the thing, you see it, you know what you're getting yourself into. Uh, so it's a gamble no matter what.
Yeah.
Um, and there is another company, and I can't remember what it was now. I haven't bought their mystery boxes in a while. That's how I got the toucan.
Oh, okay.
Um, there was a company, and I'll have to remember what it was called. They do Toy Temple. That's it.
I
Toy
love Toy
Temple.
Temple. I love Toy
Toy
Temple.
Toy Temple does a mystery box, and they tell
Hmm.
you exactly what's in it
Oh yeah.
and what the quantity is. So if you don't like anything in that on that picture, don't buy it, because
Toy
that's
Temple. I think my favorite distributors are Toy Temple and Sure Thing Toys. I love Sure Thing Toys.
I have a little problem with Sure Thing right now.
Really?
I have bought stuff from them, and they've been really gracious, and they've been really nice in the past. But I bought some pops back in November 21st, November 2021, and they have still not shipped.
Okay. So if you're talking about pre-orders, okay, if we want to talk about really bad distributors, Boxzilla, I hope they oh actually they're gone now. Boxzilla, they still owe me a Tom Brady and they owe me a Fire Force 4-pack. Um Pop in the box before they shut down. They owed me a 6'4" Ice Cube. So it is what it is. We take a loss like
Yeah,
you said, we take a loss. We do take a
yeah.
loss,
You
but
just
it
I
comes with
mean,
the game.
yeah. I mean, I. It's funny that we mentioned in this thing today, because I actually emailed Sure Thing today to find out, hey, where are these pops? They put up some the Spartan Chase
Oh, okay,
from
for 300.
Halo. Yeah, no, the from Halo
Oh,
Infinite,
that's Spartan. Okay, okay, okay.
the Spartan Chase, and he's all blue or whatever,
Hmm.
and I immediately bought it for me and my son, and so um and yeah, I still haven't gotten it. None of my friends. I had two other friends that ordered at the same time because we were wanting it, and neither one of my friends have gotten theirs either. So, and it's still on their website. And they're a good company. I've bought other things from them since, and I've gotten stuff pretty quickly. But yeah, I guess Funko, and going on the local, like the small business people,
Hmm.
um, they tend to people like to crap on companies that are
Hmm.
small.
Hmm.
They're like, oh, they took pre-orders, now that that's taken a year. I'm gonna tell you right now, that's not their fault.
At all,
That's not the
It's
small
Funko's
guy's
fault.
fault.
It's Funko's fault.
And of course everyone blames the little guy, the little local, the
Of course they do.
online
It's
guy.
easy.
And I say I literally have it in my notes in my on my phone. Anytime somebody bitches about some company, that took a pre-order and it hasn't shipped out in 3 or 4 months, I always copy paste that freaking thing right in there, and I'll have to send it to you because I don't think I have enough time to even say it because I look at the clock. It's like but yeah, so yeah, I'll have to send it to you so you can read it, but it pretty much just states it's like, look, it's Funko's fault, not the little guy.
It is
Now
definitely
that I'm not
Funko's
saying
fault.
it's not 100% the little guy's fault because they're the ones taking the pre-orders, not and that kind of thing. I honestly, if it was me and I was running an online store, I would never do pre-orders.
I would not do
I
pre-orders
would
at all. I would literally be like, it's in stock right now. Like you buy what I have right now in stock. I am not doing pre-orders. I'm not dealing with the invisible promise from Funko that it will be here in April and it comes in June or July or even later. I just can't. I would hate to deal with all that influx of people emailing me, asking me a bunch of questions. No, I'm good on that. I'm good on that. But I'm gonna
looks like
go
we're about
ahead.
to.
Yeah, yeah. But I'm gonna go ahead and close it out right here. This is part two. Two episodes, man. I appreciate you gave me two golden episodes tonight. So it was nice meeting you, man. Those tattoos are hard. Your collection is amazing. I really appreciate your time, man. I want you to have a wonderful night, man.
You
Nice
too,
meeting you.
man. It's super nice. I can't wait to do this again.
Oh, yes, sir.